Morning, you guys. Disclaimer. Everything I'm going to say are my thoughts and my opinions, other than what I read in this article here. I am ignorant, and you may hear some heavy breathing because I'm fat. And I'm kind of a little aggravated right now because I just recorded this video and somehow I messed up the audio. Anyway, so TMZ was reporting that Wendy Williams, cops investigated anonymous call husband was poisoning her. So this was back in January, and this is upsetting me because I've been saying this. What I thought was going to happen is after she filed for divorce, I thought he was going to overdose her and say it was a suicide, make it look like it was a suicide. Turns out he poisoned her. He was poisoning her already. I'm thinking he was going to wait to the divorce, but he was already trying to get rid of this woman. This man is the devil. Let me read the article for you guys. Cops paid Wendy Williams a visit. I'm sorry, you guys. Cop paid Wendy Williams a visit to check on her after a random caller alleged her husband, Kevin Hunter, was poisoning her, the talk show host. According to the police report, the outrageous call made back in January came from someone claiming to work for Wendy Williams Productions Company. The caller believed Kevin was slipping Wendy Williams harmful, and he or she wanted the cops. Something harmful, and he or she wanted the cops to check on her. So I wonder in particular what he thought it was. Anyway, the report says that two officers went to Wendy Williams, New Jersey resident, and were greeted by Hunter, that's the husband, who was hesitant to let them in for the welfare check because he said Wendy was sick and recovering from a health problem. Cops say that they explained to Hunter they were required to speak to Wendy due to the anonymous call. When he allowed them to enter, they found Wendy in the bed with a blanket covering from neck to toe. So she's in the bed covered all the way up, just her head is out. According to the report, one of the officers asked Kevin to leave the bedroom so they could talk to Wendy alone, but he didn't want to leave her side as for the health problems she had. Wendy told cops she was recovering from a broken shoulder. An officer eventually asked her if there were any truth to the anonymous tip she was being poisoned, and Wendy responded with something like, "Well, I'm very popular." I higher protect this woman, please. When the cops repeated the question, the report says she became tearful, but denied there was any truth to it. The cops left after Wendy told them once more she was okay. As reported, Wendy filed for a divorce from Hunter this month amid cheating rumors and just weeks after she returned to her show and announced she was living in a sober home and getting treatment for addiction. She was on hiatus from her show at the time the cops performed that welfare check. Kevin, who was also an executive producer, has now left the show in wake of the divorce filing. So I'm pausing because my head is spinning right now because I thought that I knew he was capable of doing something so nasty and disgusting like this, but I thought he was going to do it and like try to kill her, like if she divorced him. I didn't think that if she would stay with him, he would try to do anything to her. I was scared when he received the divorce papers, allegedly in a box with a bow on it. Just because I knew that Wendy already knew about this girl, Sharina. When it came out to the world, trust me, Wendy has known about this woman for years. When the first big allegation came out, because this has been out since I was a little girl, about how disgusting Kevin's behavior is and the scandalous things he do. I remember coming home from school one day and watching an interview on the news about how he tried to get someone to set up and kill Miss Jones, because at the time Wendy Williams was in radio and Miss Jones was also a popular broadcaster at that time. So I've been hearing stories, and even then I heard the story about the alleged soundproof room that he used so that they can fight. And then some things that Wendy said back then kind of confirmed it to me, that she was being beat. She kind of insinuated that she likes it. But anyway, she made a comment before she broke her shoulder. When I came out, she came back and she said, "All is good in Huntersville." If you know Wendy and you're a fan of her, then you can read between the lines. So she knew about Sharina. Had this not come out and Sharina still had the baby, I don't think Wendy would have divorced him, because I feel like she was, I don't know if they call it Stockholm syndrome. Like, he had her mind controlled. And I feel like the embarrassment and just the way, not the embarrassment, she would have stayed with him if he wasn't trying to fucking kill her, is what I'm trying to say. So this is the real reason why. And this is why she made that comment and said when she was in a sober house, it woke her up. I'm thinking that he came up with this plan, and I've been saying this since I found out this happened. Because if you guys aren't aware, before she announced she was in a sober home, people already knew. If you listen to Love B. Scott's podcast, he said some things and you would have to read between the lines. Also, on The Breakfast Club, DJ Envy, he almost slipped up and said it. So months before she announced she was in our sober home, she was already in there. So I'm thinking he was poisoning her and he sent her to the sober home because of her behavior on TV, and he was like trying to create an ally for when he was going to drug her, kill her, and make it look like a goddamn suicide. He's a fucking disgusting monster. Like, I can't even fathom. I know some people feel like this is what she gets. Karma's a bitch. But no one deserves this. Like, he needs to be put under the jail. If she can find evidence and proof that this is what he was doing, child's father or not, she needs to pursue all options. She needs to pursue all options to keep this man away from her and her son. You guys, let me know what you think about this. Please leave your unnecessary 2 cents down below. I'm sorry this was all over the place, kind of emotional. Like I said, I don't know how, but I messed up the audio. Hopefully the audio is good on this one. If it's not, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm still just going to post it. I'm pretty sure in a couple of hours, more YouTubers will have a video up. I haven't checked if they had any up now, because I've been on like Instagram and everything, trying to see if anything's been going on, and I happened to come on TMZ to look and see if there was an update about Tasha, and then I seen this. So guys, let me know what you think. I'll see you later. Bye.